Damn, just broke my camera. Yo everybody, this is Rock the Great, aka the Toy Bookie, and no, this is not Tatooine or Mos Eisley or the Cantina Bar that you're looking at. This is actually a diorama. In today's video, we're going to be teaching you how to make this type of texture for your dioramas. It's perfect for your Star Wars dioramas, or you could also use this in other types of dioramas for different types of things. It doesn't have to be specifically for Star Wars. You can make like a stucco type wall or something like that. But I posted a picture while I was working this on Instagram, and people were like, I love the texture that you got on that. So I'm going to be teaching you. It's fairly simple. So we're going to just jump right into it. This is 1/12 scale, so this is for Black Series figures, your Star Wars Black Series figures. I'm sorry, I always speak like everyone knows what I'm talking about, you know what I mean? So here, zoomed out, you can see I got 3 Star Wars type dioramas going right now. And this is the one I currently did. And I'm just going to show you quick because I realized I'm going to make the back of this a diorama also. So like I could use, say like I make it so like I could put this piece down on the floor. Look, and now I could use the back. Oh, excuse me, I'm trying to be professional. Silent, sorry about that, guys. So I'm going to be adding the stuff onto this side too, so I thought I would film it and show the people that have been trying to learn on Instagram. Really simple. I went to Walmart. You just get this, what is this? You know, plaster compound. It's for like the stuff you make when you put the walls up and everything to make it fill in the holes. I always brain fart when I make videos, guys. Sorry about that. This is a light one. Oh, joint compound, sorry. Yeah, exactly. So this is a light one, which I would, if just a tip to you guys, was the cheapest one. I would go for a heavier duty one because this is kind of frail, like if you're being a little rough with it, it'll flick off. So I would go for a, you know, like the more expensive ones. But this is also fine because I coat it with Mod Podge like crazy. So that helps a lot. So, yes, let's get right into this. So this is going to be, I thought, with dioramas, it's always good to make sure like it's fully workable. Like why have this whole back of a part? I could use this for other dioramas and make it look like it's an actual building. Like if you play, I play Battlefront, and my favorite level is Tatooine. I was thinking, look, get the ball, you could put a roof on this and make it like a whole building. Take your compound, your joint compound, and now I would wear gloves and use this in a well-ventilated area. For diorama makers, you guys know about the insulation foam, right? Everyone uses insulation foam. But the good thing about using the joint compound and doing your Star Wars dioramas is that you could use the cheap styrofoam that everyone has in their garbage. So you don't really necessarily have to even use the good foam that you use to make other dioramas. You could use the cheap stuff, and all you're gonna do is, look, you just add the joint compound on, and you get a few layers in there. You know, I messed up. You should get a big one of these, because look, I could have just scooped it and literally in one swipe had this whole thing with, and you're going to want to make it messy, right? Like everything in Star Wars is lived in, so like there's going to be like a lift over here, and you could even do different things. Another technique is you get a sponge. When this is all on there for a little while, wet the sponge a tiny bit and then just lift it up and you'll get different textures. Like that's how I got this texture right here. Here we go. Okay, so this one is textured differently. Look, see those bumps? That's from the, that is from the sponge, and you just go like that. And it makes like speckles. But you could even do like, look, see, same thing like that. So yeah, again, this is the cool thing about this is you could use it on the cheap stuff. So I don't have to use my good insulation foam that I use for my other dioramas. And you could get some cheap Star Wars dioramas out of it. Okay, so now that that's drying, all I do is I got this spray paint, Heirloom White Satin. I would really want to do a flat, but satin is pretty much flat. I feel like with people don't like spray painting foam in dioramas, but I feel this Rust-Oleum 2X works the best for spray painting foam. And also with the Star Wars stuff, this is a good thing to test spray painting foam, because if this gets like a little messed up looking, it only adds to it. If you're doing like a street diorama, you don't want it to get like, you know, messed up and starts corroding some of your details. So I just sprayed this with the spray paint. Let this dry. This is still wet. So I'm letting this dry. Then once it's fully dry, I spray it with the spray paint. Let that dry like overnight. And then what I would do is I then seal that. So once it's spray painted, I seal it. And how I do Mod Podge, I don't know if this is how other people do it, but I just pour the Mod Podge all over the item that I'm Mod Podging. And then I just get a brush and I brush the Mod Podge in, basically. So I don't really put it somewhere and then dip the brush. I put it on the item and then brush it around. And then let it fully dry. And it usually will get some nice, like, it gets a pretty nice protective sheen on it. It makes it look more like it's a thing and it's not like you made it. It makes it look more like it's something you bought. This was just my test piece. As you can see, like, it's just 3 pieces glued together. So I didn't even really try to seal that's really what this stuff is for, the plaster, is to seal those lines. And I didn't even do it on here. I didn't even think to do it, because this is just going to be like a floor or a ceiling or a wall, something like that. So now what you're going to want to do is, after it's sealed, this is super easy, and this is what you could, this is up to you. That's why I'm not really showing you, because it's just, this is up to you. After you do the texture, you're customizing stuff. So what I did was, I got this territorial beige. Beige looks so weird, the word. I got the beige, and I would wet, look, you could even see it on here. I would wet an old sponge and just like damp it on there. That's also why you want to seal it, because the water will start taking up your other, you know, your other colors and stuff. So I would just damp it, and then I would get a paper towel and just wipe it off. So it's just sporadic. And then also I did some gray, because if you actually look at the walls in Star Wars, they got gray on them for some reason. So just different browns and grays, mix it around and just, you know, have fun with it. Look at that texture, it's pretty cool. So basically that was it, you know. Here's a droid I'm making right now. I'm making a droid out of just parts. And then here's a BB unit that I had a cast of, and I'm just painting it up and stuff. So look, you can see it with, oh, also, yeah, I just made a vapor moisture. Wait, what? Vapor moisture? Yo, I totally am brain farting again. What the? I swear, man, I'm sorry. I don't know. You guys try making videos. It's not easy. You forget things because oh, there you go. So, thanks for watching, guys. This is Rock the Great, aka the Toy Bookie. If you like what you see, please hit the like button. It helps promote my videos to other people because YouTube doesn't want to. And if you like what you see, subscribe, because I do a lot of other content like this. I am a diorama maker and an artist. You can follow me on Instagram at Rock the Great. I am a graphic designer. I've done work with bands from Taking Back Sunday all the way to Mod Sun. And I do other graphic design work. I've done some comic book stuff, comic work stuff. And if you like toys and you're into that type of stuff, I have a whole nother thing called the Toy Bookie on Instagram. And I do toy photography, I do toy reviews, I do toy dioramas. Very cool stuff on there. Definitely check those 2 things out. And I don't know, air hands. See you later, guys. Peace.